We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll set up to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 5.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Browns.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Cybert on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That good for 19 on a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Giants nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one too low.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram pulls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 17-0 our score after 1.
Giants nothing.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Let's go, D.
Another try for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
You. Mike 50, Mike 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check. Mike 50.
From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Graham Gano on 40.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To Ito Smith.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, three down. Switch it, come on, switch it. He's checking.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
22-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be...
First read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On the handoff.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones to throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
Intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. I run for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gonna run, no we don't ride. I can never switch, not until my ride. Knows my cause.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 13. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Yo, yo, yo. Check 52. Mix, mix. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ito Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in the end zone, and Hilliard will elect to not return it. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Running left, it's Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Now Jones. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
24. Giants 21. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A first down carry for Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 7.
We got three, folks. We got three.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Mayfield's pass.
16 yards, a first down.
Peoples-Jones.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give to Smith out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 27, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. So that'll back him up 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ito Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jones. He's going to wind up in air. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Browns 35, Giants 28. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Blake Martinez. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead no matter what, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35. Graham Gano set to kick.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield off the play fake. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 62 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 42, Giants 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency break. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now, 3rd and long.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 82 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
32-all. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Try and run forward with Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one 28 yards on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Check, check. Three down.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is now to gimme.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. first down. It's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
In your face.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? Going deep here for Landry. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
DeAndre Baker.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Mayfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Mayfield now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.